G'day, welcome back to Duck Solar Gaming and Cities Skylines. We are continuing on with our Let's Play series here, Cities Skylines and the Sunset Harbour DLC, along with all the other DLCs that the game has had since its release in 2015. Alright, so a couple of changes that we've done. As you can see, we've put some trees down in there, make that look a little bit nicer. Yeah, looks nice, don't mind that. Cars going around now, cop cars going around there. That's one of the things I want to talk about. So, alright, there's our flyover there, our turbo wheel. That's working okay. We did have to modify the ground around here a bit more and just sort of tidy it up, but that's working okay now. Alright, couple of new mods we've put in here, and I have to extend my thanks to Biffa. Now, Biffa is someone that plays a lot of City Skylines and has a big following, all that sort of stuff. And he won't know me from a bar of soap, so doesn't matter if I call him out or not. But thanks to him in his last video, which was about beautifying City Skylines, there's a couple of other mods that I didn't realize I didn't have. Anyway, so what are they? Well, one of them is the vehicle replacement mod thingy. I'll put the details of these two down in the comments of this video, definitely. And one of them is to replace a lot of the vehicles, and specifically some of the default vehicles, with higher poly count models. So for instance, that's it over here. So it's the advanced vehicle options, or whatever it's called. So these are all the vehicles that are in the game currently for me. Okay, so what we can do is we can come in here and go, for instance, let's have a look at where's buses. There's buses there. Okay, so these ones here are the default buses. Okay, so they're the default. All right, so now if I turn this off, allow this vehicle to spawn, and I turn that one off, allow this vehicle to spawn, and that one, and that one. Right, now what will happen is these are the buses that will spawn. Right, so these are a lot better looking buses. Now, most of these are actually from a guy named Ninja Noob Slayer, I think it is. And again, details will be down below, and I'll put a link to his collections. And he just pumps out all these models. He really does. Anyway, so we are basically replacing all of our buses with this sort of stuff. Now, one thing I'm going to do, the school bus I'm going to keep on there, okay? Because I don't think I've got a replacement school bus, but I've got all these other coaches and stuff, and that's fine. So that's what will spawn now. So the biofuel bus, the normal bus, and the intercity bus won't spawn. The thing that will spawn in its place is all these other ones. Okay, right. Similarly, I can do the same for healthcare, and as you can see here, here's the Bolt stock standard ambulance. Now we're going to turn that off. Okay. And instead, we've got all these American vehicles. So 2010 AMR Ford, we've got the Sky M's 2010, the 2012 Simu Ford, the Lime International Ambulance, red, white, and another Lime ambulance. All right, so they're all going to spawn instead, and we can actually see that by going over to where the hospital, the medical center is, which is just over in here. And we should see those vehicles spawning instead of the default looking ambulance. Just depends on how long it's going to take. But similarly, we've done the same for both the police and the fire brigade. Now what will happen is when I see one of them come out, I'll try and pause it so we can have a look at the model, and then we'll get back into the game. There we go there. Right, so there we go. That's looks like that's one of the hybrids, or it might be the Corolla. But that's a non-default game. What's the name? Model. So that's what we're using. So that's great. Hopefully we'll get a fire brigade or either that's come out to show them off as well. There you go. There's an LAPD car. So they're all black and white. So we've changed it to those, and I know Biffa did something very similar in his video, using something that's a lot more visibly noticeable. And the black and white, so there you go, there's black and white there going back in the station. Right, oh there we go, there's an LAPD Lamborghini, is that the Gallardo or whatever they call it? That's one of the cars they have there apparently, but anyway. That's all well and good. All right, so they're heading out. Let's speed this up a bit and see if I can get a fire brigade in here. Let's come out. Right, there's a cop car. There's the special weapons and tactics. So a swap vehicle. All right, so we've got that running around here now. Let's see what else we got. Black and whites. Garbage trucks. We've replaced the garbage trucks. That's another one of the mods I want to show you in a second. But yeah, so we've replaced a lot of the vehicles. So you have the ability as the car and caravan goes, just driving through buildings. There's a lot of mods that are available that can actually change the game in that sort of regard. Now, the other one is the service vehicle mod. So if I head on over here to, where are we? Right. Here we go. Right. So on the landfill site, same sort of thing. Now, I have multiple garbage trucks that are available to me. But what I can do is I can say, right, from this particular one here, I only want the 2018 International Peterbilt and the 2015 Mac to come from that landfill site. Okay. From the next landfill site, I only want to have the, let's go, CS collect, CS collect, CS collect from there. All right. Now, what will happen is those will be the only models that come from these two areas here. So let's see what we can find. Hopefully we'll have one come out. They're not looking as though they're using it. I think we've got 3% full. Well, no, it is being used. That's all right. I'll just see whether our garbage truck comes up, whether we can see it. But yeah, basically, so you can actually specify, there's a Lego truck. We can specify what service vehicles we want to be used in the particular service. Now that extends to virtually every service vehicle. So there's a Woolies truck. There we go here. Here we go. So that's one of them there. All right. So there you go. So that's not the default vehicle, and it looks so much crisper and cleaner than some of the in-game models. Now, I haven't gone and replaced all the in-game models yet. I've got to do it very carefully because you don't want to remove the in-game, say for instance, garbage truck and not have a replacement, because then you'll have issues. Right. So anyway, so that's what we've done. All right. Let's move on with what else we're going on with. So where are we now? So we're making a profit. We've got our ferries running down here. I can't remember if we spoke about our ferry. I'm pretty sure we did, but we've got ferries running down here. So the ferries are running from this ferry stop here up through to here. So we've got a suburban area. Let's have a look and see how they're going. Distance traveled, passengers. We haven't got much passenger demand on it. So we've got to increase our demand. And I think, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean, we're just playing around with that, so it doesn't really have to be profitable per se. Let's have a look at our RCI. We need to put in a lot more residential, and I'm thinking all this area in here will become residential. That's the plan at this stage, and before we expand out any further. Obviously, this is going to be our industrial area over here, so that's pretty much our hub. Now, I will extend that for the moment right now because we can. So I want to find my industrial road. 2-lane small industrial road. Where's my other industrial road? So many roads here now. Asymmetric industrial road, small industrial road. There we are. That's what I want. So I want the 4-lane one. So I'm going to bring him down. It can come close because industry is not going to be affected by noise of the freeway because it makes more noise than the freeway, arguably. Right, we're going to bring that across to there. I'm going to bring that there to there. Right. And we're going to do that. All right. So what we can do is we can preset some industry in there. We know there's no demand for it at the moment. We've still got plenty of demand, plenty of space up here for industry, but I'm just going to have that ready to go. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do all of our industry in here. Now, not industry, our residential in here. Now, this is going to be a commercial centre over in here. I plan on putting offices in here and all that sort of stuff a little bit later as we progress. but for the moment, nothing else needs to be in there. Let's have a look at our waste. Garbage processing is not very good. Right, so let's have a look and see what we can do to improve that. Although, I say that, it's actually not that bad because I haven't got any garbage anywhere. So, it must be okay. Garbage production, 16,000 units a week. Garbage processing capacity, 6,000 units per week. Right, so I do need to process some more garbage. Now, what's this one here? Right, just in time. The advanced incineration plant, $75,000. An expensive but efficient incinerator that causes light pollution while producing more power from burning. So this is going to give us the offset of producing power while also getting rid of garbage. So I think that's a given. And he's going to go in over. In fact, I'll put him. How's he going to fit there? Yeah, it fits all right. Bit of waste of space though. I think I'm just going to put him next to the incineration plant. Not the incineration plant, the recycling. No, I'm going to put it over here. There. Right, so he's in there now. There we go. There goes the garbage truck. All right. So again, we're going to come in here. Now we don't want this guy to spawn these, so we're going to deselect that. I want the waste transfer truck and the waste collection truck. Well, in fact, I think that might be a default one, is it? They're defaults. They're all defaults. So let's just select all these because I haven't got that many garbage trucks. Right. So now, let's see what happens. Hopefully, you just got to watch to make sure we've got the garbage trucks actually work here, or whether it has to be one of these waste transfer trucks. There goes that waste transfer truck there that was coming from here. So we'll just hurry up and wait. I have a feeling. Turn that on. No. Garbage trucks in use. There's only one. So maybe. Okay, so there we go. We're back in the green. So garbage production, 16,000 units a week, and we can process 20,000 units a week. So there may only, pardon me, there may only be the one that's in use at the moment because of that reason. Let's come back to that later. I'm not going to spend too much time worrying about a single garbage truck. All right. So what we need to do now is get some more residential over in here, and I'm thinking we want the traffic to come down through here and across. I'm not going to provide an access into this point here. I will probably access it in here. I'll probably bring this down through here, but certainly for the moment, I don't want residential too close to the harbours there. Now we're going to grab the roads. Now, what am I going to do here? Let me see. Do I want a main road? I think I might put a sort of a main road through here, because I have to get buses in through here as well. I haven't done anything there with public transport yet. So I think what we'll do is, if I put a small 4-lane road, basic road with turning lane, yeah, let's just put a very basic 4-lane road in here. Have that coming off. Off to there, and then you can come up to here, and that will be the extent of what you're going to do. And I think what we'll do is, again, we will make this fairly rigid and square, so it's very much planned out in this section. Now, it's not the way it's going to be done in every area that we do, but just that'll be different. I think instead of using my normal 2-lane suburban, no, I'm going to maintain that. I do like the suburban street, so we're going to maintain that. What we're going to do is I'm going to come up, and I'm going to come out 3 lots there, leave some space there, not enough money. Right. So that sort of limits us. That's okay. So what we can do is we can now just go like that. I don't want to use that area there. So I'm going to remove that so it's nice and level. Now here we go. Look at the residential coming in, which is excellent. That's exactly what we want to see. So what we're going to do is we're also going to bring our water and sewage across, and we're going to bring water and sewage up to there as best we can. Right, and just let that happen. So this will bring demand down for our residential, hopefully, but it will then also drive commercial and industrial up a little bit. What we need is we also need some water here. Oh look, I've judged that almost perfectly, I think. I couldn't have done any better if I actually planned it. I certainly didn't plan it. I'm not going to take claim for that. That's okay. All right. So the water and sewage is fine. We've got plenty of capacity there for that. That's all good. Electricity. Electricity is an issue. So we need a new power plant. We're in the yellow. So consumption is 57 megawatt. Electricity production is 58 megawatt. Although we should be producing a lot more. Let's have a look and see if our budget. We have the. Right, I'm going to see what that. Turning that off if that actually increases our power output. Consumption. No, that's not worked how I want it to. Right, let's turn that back on. So this is the total auto budget. A buffer, 3%, maximum budget, 140%. I'm going to bring that down a bit. I'm going to make it 120%. Okay. Right, put that to there. Right, we'll see how that pans out actually now. Right, so, right, we really need to get that sorted very quickly. All right, how are we going for money actually? Loans, pay now. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's take the hit. We'll pause. I'm going to put another power station in, and we're going to put that right next door. In fact, yeah, we'll put it right next door. Like that. Okay. Now, that should alleviate our power problems temporarily, and it does. Okay, so now we're happy to continue on spreading the residential layout in here. That's very good. Right, now, roads, back to roads again. We're going to continue on in here. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to leave some spaces because I want to put effectively forest, trees and all that in between these residential areas, just so it's a little bit more laid back here. It's not quite so condensed. So it's going to come up like that. I'm going to leave space of 2. I'm going to leave 4 there. And I'm going to leave 4 from here on in. 3, 4. Come on, get me over the 1500. Okay, so that's going to pan out there nicely. Our cash, we're not making a lot of cash at the moment. And I would have thought we were making a bit more, considering we've got all these extra residents coming in, but obviously that's not the case. So we'll just have to watch and see how that's going. So 9 residents and miners, right? Why don't we go? Let's have a look at our budget and taxes. Let's drop the residential taxes down to 9. They should be okay. There shouldn't be a problem with that. Seriously. Yeah, I think these auto budgets, I'm going to bring them back a bit. 120 maximum budget. Bring that back to 120. 120. Healthcare is 120. 120. Minimum trucks waiting 2. Yeah, that's okay now. All right. There we go. That's made a bit of a difference. well, sort of that part and others. So, right, we should be right now. We should be able to finish off. I just want to bring this water and sewage up. Let's turn that off. I want to line this up so it's relatively straight and lined up like that. Okay, now that's all well and good. RCI. Whoops, I want to go to that one. All right, we'll just fill all that in. Okay, so Bob's your uncle, they can just move in, and we've got plenty of space there for residents now. On this side here, probably going to do it a little bit different. Haven't decided exactly how I'm going to run that at the moment, but we'll do it just a little bit different. All right, 4. Turn that back on. Okay. Right, we can probably come up a little bit further there, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave that space purposely. There we go. And up there. Right, that's enough for that. Let's fill them in there like that. All right. So that's giving us our residential growth. Happy and Larry. Right. I think the next thing we need to do is we need to start getting some public transport running, particularly buses. So I want buses to be coming around, not necessarily through every street in here, but certainly probably up the main paths up through here, the main road, around through there, and get students into the schools, and also got to get some new schools going, actually, to be honest, because power's an issue. Why is power an issue all of a sudden? Why is power an issue? We had plenty of power. Let me see. Is it because of this thing? %. Let's just move that to that. Right, let's have a look now. What have we got? Yeah, see this. So that part of what this auto budget does is it restricts the usage to what it actually needs. Like, so it calculates how much it needs, and then it has a buffer, so you're not spending too much more. But as you can see, we're able to produce 120 megawatts, and for some reason it was struggling and keeping us, and even having us going below that. So I think for the sake of power, I'm going to splurge the extra money just to make sure that we've got all that power available to us. As you can see, it's taking a hit to the amount of money we're making, but certainly that's what we want to do. All right. So yeah, coming along. All this wet weather, 5,000, 6,000. Do you have enough money soon? What do we need? Actually, let's have a look quickly, see how much money we're going to need. So for our buses, we need a bus depot, and it's going to cost us 30,000. Or for the biofuel bus depot, 40,000. We can go in here. These are new to the Sunset Harbour. These are the public transport hubs. And I don't think I've got any of them. No, none of them are unlocked. Well, are they unlocked? No, they're not unlocked yet, so I can't use those. Postal service, we can put a postal service in. So let's put the postal service in. Let's do that. Let's put, postal service should be in the commercial area, so we're going to put it right there. All right. Right, now let's have a look. Have we got anything in the way? No, we've only got the standard post van, so we're not going to replace that. So I'm going to have to go look for some of them. But he's going to be heading out now, and he's going to pick up all the mail and make some money that way, hopefully. All right. Right, as you can see, our residential demand is very low now, which is good. Very happy with that. Let's have a look and see what our industry has done. Our industry has expanded, probably a little bit, but not a lot, great deal. Our garbage, 9% full, so that's filling up a bit more. Our incineration plant, garbage reserves, processing rate 5,000, power output 2 megawatts. That's helping us with the power, as we said before. Let's have a look. Processing status, garbage production 18,000, garbage processing capacity. So we're still within our limits, that's okay. But we will put another incineration plant or something down there a little bit later on. What we do need to do is our education is pretty poor, I think. Elementary, eligible 182, capacity 300. Well, we've got enough to deal with elementary. Look at this. We've got blue up here for elementary school, which is good. High school, eligible 236, capacity 250. We're getting right to the limit, so we need a new high school. We haven't got any universities in, and public library. We haven't got a public library in there either. So we're going to have to look at doing that. But more importantly, we need to raise more money. We haven't got a lot of money here. So, yeah, all right. What we will also do is we're going to zone. So basically, we're just going to be zoning in this area through here. Right, that's going to be one suburb. Like that. There we go. This will be another suburb in here like this. Now, I'm not including the commercial because they'll be their own little zone, and we'll just come down into that. Right. That you'll be your own little zone here as well. It's a very small suburb. Like that. Industry have its own area. Okay, there you go. So we're going to name all these, and we'll name all these after our Patreons first and foremost. So we'll come back and do all those in the next episode. But that is it. That's time for us in this episode. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to check out the comments down below, and we'll detail the 2 mods that we've used to deal with all the emergency vehicles and the service vehicles and stuff like that. And also the links to Ninja's page on Steam, where you can grab all these other different vehicle units. All right. Apart from that, don't forget to come and check us out on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and Discord. Come and join us on Discord and have a bit of a laugh and have a chat. And of course, don't forget to press that like button if you like the episode. And make sure, if you're not already a subscriber to the channel, to become a subscriber by pressing the subscribe button. And also press that alarm notification icon as well, so you may be aware when new videos are available on the channel. So that's it. Until next time, keep those streets clean, and we'll see you very, very soon back here at Ducks Gaming and City Skylines. See you later. Bye.